Hey, good day, guys. I'm Bernie Hecker from ISG. We're a research and advisory firm, also consulting based in Stamford, Connecticut in the United States. And it's great to be here with Atos at AWS's reInvent, the 12th year running now. And it's always great. I haven't been to all 12 events, but I've been to quite a few. And it's really always energizing to see all the excitement, to learn about the new technologies, and to spend time with the partners like yourself. And one of the things that I think is really appropriate is the reInvent moniker for this year. Past 11 years, it's been all about cloud, but the dominant theme, not only here at reInvent, but everywhere around the world, is around AI and generative AI. Personally, I think it's exciting. It could change a lot of things, but I do think there's a lot of hype also right now, a lot of hype. And the way I look at generative AI is, I look at that as the poetry, so to speak, but the plumbing is really where the money is and where the hard part is becoming a generative AI enterprise. And then I think that's a great opportunity for Atos in that. So Nourdine is the CEO of Atos Tech Foundations, and Borcherding is the group practice leader for AWS at Atos. And Nourdine, great booth here. Atos has a very big presence at reInvent. So maybe you could just tell us a little bit about the AWS Atos relationship.
Thank you for your question. And indeed, it's really energizing to be here and to really live within the user community, all those disruption and those change. AWS, but more largely, the hybrid cloud approach has been at the heart of what we are trying to develop at Atos. And you saw last year when we did our announcement with AWS to really revolutionize the IT outsourcing industry, was really all about how do we bring the new and still compose with the past, with the traditional. And that's how we built with Brooks, Laurent, and the entire leadership team our hybrid cloud infrastructure story, where our customer will need player like Atos, providing that support and orchestration of their entire cloud continuum, from the legacy data center, private cloud, public cloud, as well as edge. And being able to orchestrate that entire cloud continuum, it's also about people and how we invest into people, how we invest into new technology. That's why AWS last year, when we worked toward that partnership, bring all the ingredients to that nice agreement and vision moving forward.
Nice. And there's dozens and dozens, probably hundreds of partners, many of which are here. But Brooks, if you can reach back there, I wanted to congratulate Nourdine and you.
I had to Sandy.
Yeah.
So.
Not all the partners have one of these, so I wanted to say congratulations to you and the whole Atos team on the 2023 Partner Award from AWS Partner of the Year.
Yeah, that was GSI Partner of the Year for North America. I really was building on the announcement from last year and the success we've had in building out the partnership together. So it's been great just to get that recognition for the hard work the team's done over the year. So
well, it's a wonderful milestone for Atos Tech Foundation. So congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, Frank.
Well done, Brooks and the team.
Yeah, thank you.
So I mentioned generative AI in the beginning. Yep. Perhaps you could spend a couple minutes talking about Atos, what your strategy is for generative AI, helping clients, what's hype, what's real, and what's really important as you take generative AI out to your clients.
Indeed. GenAI has been disrupting the market, our customer, and ourselves. Yeah? But what we have, the framework we decided to work within Atos, within Tech Foundation, has been really to engage with our customer and start piloting, because it was all about prototyping GenAI. And as you rightfully said in the beginning, it is not just about what you're going to do with GenAI, it's how are you enabling it at scale? How are you enabling that plumbing, the infrastructure of GenAI, for an enterprise to be ready to consume and create those new services? So initially, like everybody, we tested internally. So it is all about process optimization, operational efficiency, but it's also about knowledge management. That those kind of use cases that we are raising internally and where we see a potential to improve the customization of our process and the efficiency. I think I mentioned in the last capital market days we did together that maybe between 20 to 30% of the cost optimization of all our SG&A could be envisioned within the 3 to 5 years coming. Yeah, I'm going to pick up one concrete example which we are testing, but I'm sure Brooks will bring another one with Bedrock. But on proposal writing, yeah, we are spending a lot of man days in delivering those proposals. Yeah? By the fact of aggregating them and being able to consume them in a different way, just with a prompt, and having 60, 70, 80% of the proposal for a customer already pre-assembled with the right up-to-date material is a fantastic win in terms of efficiencies. So that's one use case. But on the other side, we're also working with customers on the front end. How can we leverage GenAI to maybe improve their top line, improve their customer experiences? If I pick up the retail world, the financial worlds, what we are testing right now with one of our large customers is how could we equip their agents with some context aware of what the customer have been living the last few days, few weeks within their system or outside of their system. So we could automatically pitch a script which will secure a higher probability of cross-selling, upselling. Yeah? For example, John, I knew that you were looking for this kind of destination for your next holiday with your kids, with your wife. I know you also have some discount and coupon on that thing. So when you call an agent, we're able to already customize the cross-selling so we could consume it based on our knowledge of your experience. Yeah, that's the kind of prototyping that we are testing. But I'm sure, Brooks, you have some other example too.
Yeah. I know in the theater here, Brooks, you're talking about early adopters of Amazon's Bedrock platform.
Yes.
Maybe you can do a quick overview of what you talk about and what you think about Bedrock, early adopters. That would be great.
Yeah, Bedrock is the new AWS platform for generative AI. They went into production in September with the platform, so relatively new, but we've been working with it for now over 100 days. So we were an early release partner, so we got our hands on it early, which is early. And so it's been an interesting experiment for us to really get our hands dirty, roll up our sleeves, and see what the platform's capable of. What we've found is, what we really like about it is it's really secure by design. And Adam had mentioned this, the CEO of AWS, to Nourdine and I several months ago, to say, here's an important parameter for us for AWS is we're designing this so a customer's data stays in their VPC, right? So it's secure by design. It can't exit the VPC. The work they do in the models doesn't feed back into the general open models to update them. So everything you do and create as far as your IP is retained for the company itself. And they also offer connectivity in an open standard to multiple foundation models. So for example, with Anthropic, the Claude model, the work they're doing, in fact, Adam's announcement this morning in the keynote was unbelievable. You know, what the work that Anthropic's doing with their Claude 2.0 model now. But they also have it for Meta and others. So the idea is that we're not constrained to just one large language model by design. And those models all have different benefits. So as we really explore the capabilities of this, different models have seemed to apply better for different use cases. And so you can then train the specific models and make them customized to be your own models. So first 100 days have been great, really. Probably exceeded our expectations of what's possible. And yeah, we've got some interesting use cases that we're...
Well, you had one interesting use case in the legal area. Maybe you could just tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so legal was interesting. So we take, our legal documents and can sometimes be hundreds of pages long, right? And it's difficult for our legal analysts to go in and assess what those parameters are within the documents themselves. So if they need to go back into a legal document to discuss a dispute or to check on a term and condition, it can often take them many days to go through these manually, the pages, and even then the confidence level isn't high that you've read, the different parameters of the document. So with GenAI, we digitize the contracts, we bring them into our own data lake. We then make it accessible to Bedrock. We do some prompt engineering on that to do the simple queries, and within seconds, it can give you within the context of the search and the referenceability to the search as well, what it has found relative to the terms and conditions that you queried upon.
That's a great use case.
It's a great use case, and it's not necessarily rocket science, but it gives you the idea of how the contextualization of the generative AI engines works, right? Because it can bring everything together into context. And now what we're looking at is you can compare multiple contracts together. You can get best use cases of contracts, that are there. We can do that for our contract, engagements and with customers as well. So the potential of this is really quite significant.
Bad news for the lawyers, good news for you, right?
Well, I think probably that's funny because we're working pretty closely with our legal team, and the last thing legal analysts really want to do is scour through pages of this from it. So it's like grunt work perspective to validate the terms of the contract. So the fact is they can do much more valuable, legal work now in the process instead of wasting their time on, things that are important, but also at the same time relatively trivial.
So Nourdine, last question. Let's put generative AI to the side for a moment. You're showcasing a lot of services and value add around what I'll call next generation hybrid cloud infrastructure. Perhaps you can just give us a quick summary of what you're doing in that area and the differentiation versus your competitors?
Let's start with the vision, yeah? Where do we want to be and what we want to be? I think at the end of the day, what we see across all the economy, is digital is becoming the backbone across all the industries, yeah? And when you think about the next challenge for all our customers, will be really about platformizing their business, moving it from real to virtual like everybody's doing, but really bringing those platforms, which will be a new generation of business model, bringing various ecosystems together. And to be able to focus on that area, you need a really strong partner operating for you that digital backbone. And when you think about digital backbone and everything that has been mentioned, could be, by the way, applied to GenAI the same way, is you need a trusted partner who is able to operate, orchestrate, update, and flex that digital backbone as you go as a customer. And behind that, this is the entire vision of that cloud continuum that we talked with Brooks and the team, and how Atos will be able to position that digital backbone orchestration to all our customers, so they could really focus on developing and enabling their business to the next layer and not stay focused on that backbone. That's really the aim and the goal of the vision we are trying to articulate. It's true with mainframe, it's true with, x86 workloads, it's true as well at the edge. And all of that in a secure, compliant, and bringing that data platform, which will enable business model or use cases like GenAI that we discussed. So that plumbing and that trust around that plumbing that you need to have to be able to focus on the real value of your business, this is what we want to bring to the customers.
Oh, that's terrific. That's terrific. So thank you very much for your time. I wish you all the best of luck the remainder of this year and next year, and congratulations again on winning your award from AWS.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.